Jai Gurudev, have you ever experienced feelings like fear, anxiousness, frustration, and even anger? I guess we all did. But where do those feelings come from? What is the root of those feelings? The ancient scriptures describe that those feelings come from desire. From a desire which is either not fulfilled, and that's why I'm getting frustrated or angry, or when a desirable thing is being taken away from me or has expired, and again, frustration, anger, and suffering is being created. What is then the basis of this desire? Where does the desire come from? And again, the ancient scriptures say desire comes from an attachment to this material reality. The attachment of the sense organs to the sense objects. Or more easily said, the attachment to sense pleasure. You see, if we have sense pleasure, we get attached to things. When we get attached, we desire those things. When those things are not anymore ours, or if we can't get them, then we get frustrated and angry. And finally, we suffer. If we understand this, what do you think is one of the greatest desires in this world? It is sex. And why is it sex? Because in sex, most of our senses, or even all of our senses, can be involved and gain pleasure. Great sense pleasure will create great attachment, and great attachment will create a big desire for it. And the big desire will finally end in big suffering. Because every material desire, every external sense pleasure is limited and is just predestined to sooner or later finish. Therefore, suffering is just something sure. Nowadays, we try to make sure we get as much sense pleasure as possible. Even those who cannot get involved in sexual activities get a chance, or they have an opportunity to extend their pleasure because this blue pill was invented. Viagra is there to increase your sense pleasures. Increasing sense pleasures, increasing attachment, increasing desires, increasing suffering. On the spiritual path, on the other hand, we have something which sounds quite similar, but is the actual opposite. It is called Vairagya. Vairagya means detachment. Detachment from this material world, detachment from the material sense pleasures, so that you can more and more experience the true essence, the true pleasure of a spiritual reality. How do we create this detachment and attain a spiritual happiness which is not limited? By devotional service, by yoga practice, by surrender. All of those things, chanting the name of God. By bhakti yoga, you can attain detachment. My spiritual master always says life is absolutely about that. It is about detaching from the material reality and attaching yourself to a spiritual reality. To detach from a limited reality which will bring suffering and attach yourself to an unlimited reality which will give you everlasting joy and bliss. But the choice is yours. Do you want Viagra, a limited pleasure and big suffering, or you aim for Vairagya, detachment, devotional service, growing in love for God, and everlasting spiritual bliss? The choice is yours. Jai Gurudev.